Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm super excited for today's video because it's going to be another review on one of the pieces from the Bésame Snow White 1937 collection. This is the I'm Wishing palette. If you remember, I tried the book palette, this guy right here. This was what they came out with originally. All these beautiful matte eyeshadows, all based off of the original Pantone colors from the Disney movie. And this is the same. Again, it's based off of the Pantone colors used in the film. This gorgeous palette, I mean, look at this. It's super like sturdy and heavy. It's plastic. It has this gorgeous cell from the actual film. This is actually a never before seen cell. That's what they used for both of the palettes. This one is from the Wishing Well scene. That's why this one is called the I'm Wishing palette. But just look how incredibly beautiful that is. If you are a Disney fan, a Disney collector, oh, you need these. But yeah, this one is the I'm Wishing Shadow Palette. This is what the palette looks like that I purchased. So let's see if it throws off the coloring. So these are the shadows up close. They are so gorgeous. Again, like I said, it is based off the Pantone colors from the film. It is very reminiscent of what is in this book palette right now. I do notice a lot of similar colors, but I will say they don't seem identical. But you know, if you weren't able to get your hands on this because they don't sell this anymore, this would be a good alternative because I can tell you these shadows are amazing. The one thing that's different from the book palette is that some of these are actually shimmers. The book palette is completely matte, but like right here, this one I didn't even realize until I put it on my eye. It has this gorgeous iridescence, almost a subtle shift to it, just beautiful. This one is a shimmer. These do have like a slight little hint. I just see like a little bit of a sheen or a sparkle to them, but they looked matte enough to me on the lid. And then the mirror itself, it's very hard to show you that, but you can see there's this little blue, gorgeous floral design that's similar to what's on a lot of their packaging. Right here, let's see, like this is one of their lipsticks. This is one of their lipsticks. So that's the kind of floral packaging that you're seeing. So it's got that little floral design and it says Make a Wish across the top. Super beautiful. This is the box that it came in. Obviously it has that same kind of floral design and it's got Snow White. On the back it has the apples with the shades, just like it did with the little miniature lipsticks. So again, this is like definitely something I will hang on to because I just think it's so beautiful. So like I mentioned, the palette that I purchased is the I'm Wishing palette, which is more of the kind of rosy and blue tones, but there is a second palette. Both palettes retail for $38 and both are currently in stock on their website. The other palette is the Keep Singing palette. It looks like this. So it's got some gorgeous yellows, greens, just really beautiful colors. I really kind of have my eye on that. But to help you guys decide, I have my good friend Makeup by Marisol who created this gorgeous look right here. And you can go over to her channel and watch her video after this one. I'll have it linked down in the description bar below so you can see what she created with the Keep Singing palette to see which one you want to purchase if you want to get one of these. I do think I'm leaning towards going and picking up the other one because I really do just love these formulas a lot. All right, so before I keep babbling on any further, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial so you can see how I created this look.
All right, so I'm starting out with the shade So Fair, and I'm using this over my primed lids just as a base to make sure everything is set and to add a nice brightness. Then with a fluffy brush, I'm going into the shade Your Majesty, and I'm starting to run this through the crease and a little bit onto the brow bone. Then to add in a little bit more coolness, I'm going into Hoping, and this kind of changes it almost into a more grayish purple tone with just a subtle hint of pink. Next up is the shade I Wish, and I'm using a bit more of a tapered brush for this so that the color is more concentrated into the crease. Then with that same brush, I'm going back into Hoping and just kind of focusing this on the outer edge. Then I'm going into Magic Mirror, and again, focusing this on the outer V. I'm gonna add some more colors later, so for now I'm just setting down a light base. Then with a really tiny blending brush, I'm taking Magic Mirror and focusing this more directly into the socket portion of the crease because I am going to do a cut crease. And then back into I Wish just to gently blend over to make sure I haven't lost the pinkness. Now for the cut crease, I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape and a little tiny brush, and I'm just doing a cut crease halfway across the lid. Then with a flat brush, I'm going into the shade Nice Things, and I'm just going to pat this all over the top of that concealer. Patting is a lot easier since the concealer has a bit of a tackiness to it, and it really helps the color grab onto it, and I am doing 2 layers to make sure the blue really stands out. Then with that same flat brush, I'm going back into Magic Mirror, and I'm just focusing a bit more color on that outer V. And then back with that fluffy brush into a mixture of Magic Mirror and Hoping, just to make sure everything's blended. Then with a flat angled brush, I'm going into the shade Kindness, and I'm going to line the lower lash line about halfway across. Then I'm going into Magic Mirror and I'm going to line the inner portion of the lash line. And then I'm topping that with Nice Things. I felt like the blue just stood out a bit more once it was over the top of the gray. Then with a pencil brush, I'm going into I Wish and I'm running this underneath all those colors. And with that same brush, I'm just dipping back into So Fair and I'm just using this to highlight the inner corner. Now I'm just speeding through the typical liner, lashes, mascara. The only difference in my normal routine is that I am using a blue kohl liner on the waterline.
All right guys, so these are the finished eyes. I absolutely love this palette. I really didn't have any doubts that I was going to like it just because I loved the book palette so much. And I really like the formula that they have here. It still goes along with that kind of soft beauty. That's kind of like what I think of when I think of these shadows. It's just like, it's beautiful, it's soft, it can be sultry, but still in a very soft way. I don't know how to describe it any better than that, but I really like it. And I love the tones of this palette. For me, I don't have a lot of cool toned palettes these days because so many out there are very warm tone palettes. So I'm super happy that I picked up this one. I still kind of want to maybe get the other one. Maybe I will, I don't know. But I really like this. So if you watched my lip swatch video for the Bésame 7 Dwarfs mini lipsticks from the Snow White collection, you'll remember that I mentioned that I also bought the actual Snow White red lipstick that they came out with the collection. I have not tried this on yet. I literally haven't opened the box. So I wanted to save it for this video because I knew I was going to be doing this one. So this is what their lipsticks look like if you haven't seen them. They have this kind of like pointed shape to them. It's meant to be able to help you align your lips. They also give you instructions with basically how they recommend you apply these lipsticks. But the basic gist of it is you kind of use the point to line, you fill in your lips, you blot with a tissue, you go over it again and blot again, and that's supposed to lock in the color. So I'm gonna do that now and we'll see how this looks. And blot again. Alright guys, so here's my final look using the Bésame I'm Wishing Snow White palette along with their Snow White red lipstick. Overall, I'm super happy with this. I mean, I can't say enough good things about the shadows. I've loved them since I used the book palette previously. This lipstick I really do like. I mean, the formula is no different than the little minis that I tried not long ago, and I enjoyed those. I didn't know about the whole blotting and adding a second layer thing, and I do feel like I like the color a lot better like this. It just feels like it's more sealed into my lips. I think I would feel more comfortable going out wearing it like this, like it wasn't gonna just immediately come off. It's, you know, it's not like all slippery red. But yeah, so if you buy any Bésame lipsticks, don't forget to try that technique where you do one layer blot, and then you're done, because apparently that makes a difference. All right, so that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a like if you did. And don't forget to go check out Marisol's video so you can see how she created her look. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.